Day 3 here at Mount Mansfield, 3 in a row, out the same door. That snowdrift was light. Hey, it's not wind scouring. Hey, the Over Easy cars are loaded. It looks like the Over Easy may be running. Looks like they just put them on. And it's still snowing, even though the sky is kind of mostly clear. So it's day 10 in a row, New England snow. And I'm going to zoom here. And the chairs are on the Forerunner. Yay, maybe we get to the summit this morning to check out a bunch of untracked snow. I mean, there have been hikers, but I don't think there's been anybody really. The lifts haven't gone up here now since about, maybe Tuesday the lifts went up, or at least Monday. So we've got days and days of fresh snow. But somehow the Mount Mansfield snow stake is still reading just 41 inches. So we're in a hurry today. Rex, you want to cross over this snowdrift with me this morning? My audio may sound weird. I pressed the wrong button, I think, on my lavalier. And I'm not sure that I'm going to do a complete out-the-door weather and more because I want to go skiing, get a couple of runs in, and we got to get home. But I'll just tell you, it's really fluffy here. And wow, that is really fluffy. And the wind on Mount Washington this morning was still about 85 miles per hour, and there was a gust to 109 miles per hour at 6 a.m. But the lifts are moving here, so I'm going to be moving, try and get on that lift. Temperature is warmer today. It's in the teens in a lot of spots. Wind is still gusting 20 to 30. And it's snowing in Atlanta, Georgia this morning. That storm is going to miss us to the south, but there's another front and a low coming across northern New England. So we're all likely to see at least a little snow. Now, tomorrow, it's Friday, right? So tomorrow, a little bit of snow. And then Sunday and Monday look pretty nice. And that possible Norland trough near Cape Cod supposedly is going to stay just offshore on Wednesday, and then it gets really windy and cold again on Thursday. So a real brief out the door. This is different, huh, T-Rex? Going out one door in Vermont and another one in Massachusetts. I don't know if we've ever done this. Has anyone seen Steve? Oh, there he is, Steve. First time for everything. Hi, Steve. T-Rex, we're going out a different door. And he only does this for this door. Why is that? He only does that right here. I guess because he's been doing it since he was a puppy. And he's the one that came up with the idea that we should run out the door barking and do the weather forecast. And I've never done it before. We're in 2 states on the same day. Vermont, we already just saw the Vermont part. And now we're in Massachusetts. And we've got a furry cat here, Maine Coon, and I'm not even wearing a jacket or gloves because it's so balmy compared to where we've been. Did go skiing this morning. It was beautiful. I'll save that for the end more. And why don't we just get right to the forecast? I've got to see the morning guidance. So usually I'm on the afternoon and evening guidance. Get somebody down there that can hear me. And there's some ice on the rocks, but we had some melting here today, and we're getting warm air advection from the north. Because we've used up all the cold in eastern Canada, and it's actually colder where it's snowing off to our south. I didn't really check all the numbers. I'll probably give those to you tomorrow for that snow in the south. And it's going to snow here in the north too, but it's more of a northern stream shortwave coming at us. So why don't we just go right to the HRRR. The clouds are increasing. What a perfect clear. Actually, before we go to the HRRR, I want to take a look up at the sky as the sun goes down on my flag here, and there's a gull going by. It's the waxing wolf moon, and we're going to have Jupiter probably chasing the moon, and Mars chasing Jupiter, and then on the other side of the sky, this evening sky, Venus above Saturn. So there's so much going on in the sky. I'll try and talk more about that over the weekend. I hope I'm going to have a quiet weekend. Okay, now, here's the afternoon radar. I showed the morning radar earlier, and here's the afternoon radar. It looks like the rain snow line's north of Atlanta, but notice the snow extends all the way up into Canada. It's not really the southern system. There's a short wave in the northern stream. All right, now let's go to the HRRR, and I'm just going to show the snowfall accumulation map because it shows the timing and who gets how much. Not a lot of snow. And we'll start it tonight. Not much going on. The air is coming in actually from the southwest for first time in some time. And there's the snow coming in about 7 o'clock in the morning, western New England, getting into eastern New England fairly quickly by 8 and 9 o'clock. And you can see the gray means that there's a tiny little coating of snow. The very light blue means that there's about an inch of snow. And then when you get to the darker blue, we're looking at about 2 inches of snow. Now, if you're watching in northern Vermont where we have feet of snow on the ground, you say, what, an inch or two? Who cares? Well, those of us in southern New England that have had no snow really this year, 2025, would like to see more. So that'll be day 11 in a row of snow in New England, and we'll measure it on Steve's. Hopefully it'll be enough to track Steve. I think it's going to get up to about here on Steve. We're going to get that much snow here in Weymouth. And then we're actually having a pretty nice weekend. The wind, mercifully, is letting up over the weekend with the shortwave going across northern New England. We get a little more windy tomorrow, near calm in a lot of spots, and then Sunday gets a little more windy. Here's the Shrewsbury 5-day meteogram, and you see the temperature not too cold. And then Monday, we're back in the mid-30s before it's a warm front, cold front combination coming in Monday night and Tuesday. And then we are going to have a couple of really cold days again next week. Keep the ice skating going with just a little bit of snow in the forecast for southern New England. Now let's go to the Euro, and here's the play-by-play for the next 10 days, 240 hours out. And we're starting it this morning. So it's a little bit more updated guidance than you're used to with this out the door. And there's the low going by to our south and one to the north. And then we get into cooler air advection slightly on Sunday afternoon. And then Monday, there's another low coming through the Great Lakes. And that one's going to cause some warm air advection, a little more snow coming across the Great Lakes into, looks like mostly northern New England. And that's going to be real tricky because there's a polar vortex on its tail. And Tuesday into Wednesday, we're still looking at a possible wave on an Arctic front creating perhaps a Norlund instability trough very close to Cape Cod Tuesday night into Wednesday. That's those black lines, our isobars, and the blue is snow. So it's going to get pretty interesting here Tuesday into Wednesday, and then that low does strengthen as it pulls away, and we're going to get cold and windy again, not as windy as what we just saw the last several days. That would be almost impossible. I don't remember the last time it was that windy. But that only lasts for about 48 hours or so. And then next Friday, here comes a warm front. And now we've been talking about it a lot. When we get out to 240 hours, now we're at January 20th. And look at that. There's wall-to-wall Arctic air in Canada, including eastern Canada with a 1031 high north of New England and low pressure, I don't remember how deep, on a front south of New England. That is the exact setup for a widespread synoptic scale winter storm. Of course, there's always that chance for a wintry mix near the coast. And we may end up with multiple waves of low pressure coming in here starting about the 20th or so. I think that's when we're going to get into a more widespread pattern of snow. After that, it either turns really cold and dry or it turns moderately cold and rather stormy. And it's too tough to say which way that's going to go. But I'm trying to hang on to that, what I said a few weeks ago about an old-fashioned winter. Old-fashioned winters don't have bare ground, though. I'm gonna actually take advantage and winterize this garden. I've been doing so much, I haven't winterized the garden. And here's the temperature. It's in defrost mode, but the fact that this weather's coming in late tonight means the ground will be cold enough that we should not have too much trouble causing the snow to accumulate tomorrow, even though there may be some melting in the afternoon. It's not the kind of snow that you have to cancel any plans, so have a nice weekend. Nice to have not too much wind for a change. So for my end more, I don't know, ice skating yesterday and then maybe a little skiing this morning. And that won't leave me for anything for in more tomorrow. Well, we'll probably share some of what my friends at J Peak have been experiencing in their snow department tomorrow in the end more. And hopefully when I come out, it's going to be snowing. All right, talk to you tomorrow, 12 hours instead of 24 hours. Watching this bird fly around. All right, see ya. Conditions have improved. It was a real bad blizzard about 2 hours ago. T-Rex, something coming out of that vent, isn't there? What's in there? What's in there, Rex? What is it? What is it? He doesn't know. I don't know either. Is there a critter down there, Rex? You get it. You get it. Let's go see if anyone's riding the Adventure Triple, which did open up this morning. I thought I felt the sun there for a second. So it's 12:45 on Thursday, January 9th. Rex does not like this anymore. He was happy for a second, especially when he felt some food. Just had a wind gust go by here. Looking and feeling like a blizzard. Let's see. Toll House double closed. Sunrise closed. Lookout double not open. Forerunner quad nope. Gondola no. Over easy no. Sunny Spruce no. Meadows quad no. Sensation no. Adventure triple. Adventure triple is where it's at. Right over there. Little learning experience. T-Rex. Good boy. Be right with you. Carl, did you get 127 feet vertical? Keep your consecutive days in a row of on the snow alive? Good man. Where are you? T-Rex. Where are you going? Even the waffle is not open today. But someone dropped some waffle over there. Get some frozen waffle tea. Waffle. So I was just wondering if there was anyone over there at the Adventure Triple. See anybody out there?
Yeah, I know one, me.
How many feet you get today?
127.
127, is that a record?
Oh yeah. Record minimum, for sure.
Well done, Carl. To keep the consecutive days in a row in the snow, right?
Correct, there you go.
And do you know how many days it is so far?
Here's the deal, in 12 years, I have never missed a day at snow if I was in town.
Okay.
12 years.
Did you put on your sunscreen this morning? There it is.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Good job
Yeah,
representing. I was just going to walk up and down that trail twice to beat your vertical. Would that count?
Yeah, sure.
What's up? Where you been?
The lifts might not be open, but the fire's burning.
Ooh,
Thanks to Rich.
yes.
Keeping
Yeah,
up.
rink.
The rink is looking good.
It's open.
I think we'll probably get some more business on the rink as people try and get warmer.
Yeah.
And it is a little bit less windy than it was a few hours ago. And another way to keep warm is to hike around carrying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pair of skis. That's some kind of record. That's a good dad there. And my estimate would be 10 poles and 10 boots. Going back to the rental area. The kids are probably in the pool. Like how to withstand. It looks like the sun might be out on the other side of the building past 3 o'clock. And this is the, I think, warmest game in town. Ice skating. Yeah, ice skating is warm. Yeah, professionals in town. Keeps you warm anyway, a little bit.
I'm impressed. He's been drinking tequila more than this.
Oh yeah, I bet.
He's going backwards. Doing hockey stops.
The goggles are a good idea. Pull up a couch, any couch. Rich, he's the ice guy. He's the ice man. Keeps our ice going, and he enjoys the product of his labor. This ice is awesome. Rachel, you look great. Very fashionable.
Very rusty.
sharks that skate. This is fun, actually. Rachel just said. Here comes Rachel. We agreed that it's good cardio. We're really warming up. Where are you going? Where are you going? This way. What'd you just?
Oh, I didn't know you were insulting.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Are we enjoying ourselves?
Yeah. Actually moving.
And you said this was fun, actually, just a second
It
ago.
is actually fun.
Why are you surprised?
I thought it was gonna be windy and I'd be blown away.
Right. But we're moving, and our core is warm.
And it's snowing.
Just gonna dress for the weather. Get out the door for weather and more. And speaking of ice, Fallon's Pond. It looks like it stayed frozen today on Cape Cod, so I think I'll have to bring my skates home, do some skating in Massachusetts. Need Rich to come down there and do the ice for us down in Massachusetts. Sure. Sunset on the ridge. Okay, turning the camera off for the day. 9:30. It's finally not snowing sideways. So we were here about 3 hours. Just another dusting. But still going. Beautiful. I think it might have stopped snowing for a minute. 8 a.m. I am late. Should be on the lift at 8 a.m. And can I tell the Forerunner is loading? Yeah, Forerunner is loading. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people on it already. So nosedive is probably people's first choice, I would guess. But hopefully some of the front four too. So pretty. So they made huge piles on lift line that have begun to have been flattened, but should be open by the weekend. 8:30. Snow-nados. It's not exactly a big powder day. It's been so scoured, but there are lots of drifts. Let's check the texture of the drift. Oh, that's kind of soft. And then right over here, a couple of sections of the fence. And they're over here. And now I'm on about 4 feet of snow. It's drifted. And we don't call it powder, we call it wind slab. And there are ropes across most of the front four. There's little pockets of a little bit of powder, but it is not a powder day in the classical sense. Center line. Powder, isn't it? Hard. Snow must have landed down in the Mad River Valley. Great optical phenomena, though. Refraction and reflection of sunlight off of ice crystals. Beautiful. Nowhere near as much rime frost as you were talking about, Fred. Oh yeah, it is pretty. I like all the outfits. And the clouds undulating with a bit of an undercast developing, and the refraction of the sunlight off the ice crystals. How about a little ridge view? Rub your fingers get really cold though. 9 o'clock. Very pretty. Kind of a debris field though. You guys got this at Jay. And the nosedive blades. It's soft and there's some snow in here. And some big drifts. And I think that tree was there already. There you go. There we go. There we go. All right. Time to go home. Woohoo. Just past 10 o'clock, we're checking out. How pretty is that? Why are there no cabins on the gondola line? That's the question. And those big piles of snow that T-Rex and I have been dancing around last couple days are getting moved around. Yeah. Put some of that up on the trail, please. Center line. All right, until next time. We'll be back. T-Rex, time to go home. Rex, this way. T-Rex. Not a lot of rhyme or reason to who got the most snow. I never even heard of it, but Waterville, Vermont's picked up close to 20 inches. And we're going into snow as we move south through Waterbury. Looks like maybe on the southern edge of the Lake Champlain lake effect. So it's probably snowing harder in Bolton today than it did at Stowe. White air, back into the white air. T-Rex panting. Doesn't like car rides. 43 degrees. I didn't think it would be above 40 today. Above and beyond the call of the weather forecasts. Yay, we're not in Vermont anymore. Maybe it'll snow here more tomorrow than there. We'll see. No ice, but a nice moon, wolf moon, very low tide. Tiny bit of ice on the sand.